Middle school. I can say with the utmost confidence it was the best time in everyone's lives. And you know why I can say that with such confidence? Because we had computer lab. It was the best time of the school day, no matter what class it was for. Just getting to sit in front of a Dell computer with a 480p monitor, that was a treat. I remember one time in computer lab our teacher told us to visit a specific Wikipedia page. And this was still when anyone could edit Wikipedia. Well, I got to that page first and I quickly deleted everything on that page and replaced it with just one single fuck. And our teacher didn't know what to do. He could no longer teach that part of the class without the Wikipedia page, so we just had to wait for corporate Wikipedia to fix the website. Yeah, computer lab was pretty great. But you know the best part? The games. Suddenly an unlimited source of games were at our little grubby fingertips and we couldn't handle it. Oh, the teacher's at the front of class? Oh, Mr. Drexel, that's such a rookie move. You can lecture all you want about the French Revolution, but me and my friends are over here shooting kittens from cannons. How far can you shoot this little kitten? 100 feet? 200 feet? 300 feet? 400 feet? 500 feet? Tell me when to stop. 600 feet? 700 feet? This game was so simple and fun. All you had to do was choose the angle that you wanted to launch this cat from, and then time out when the power was maxed out and hit the spacebar. And you would just watch that little guy soar through the open air. The wind in his face. The things he must have seen. Just the cat flying through neighborhoods left and right. Shooting through windows, just doing homework late at night, and a little kitten rips through your walls.
I thought I saw a putty cat.
The flash games that we were playing in computer lab were required to be both simple and quick, because you had no idea when Teach over there is going to strut on over and try to look at your screen. Oh, buddy, I'd be alt-tabbing moments before that teacher turned the corner towards my computer. Oh, Mr. Drexel, what am I working on? Just writing my paper in 48-point font. Remember that shit? Maybe it was just me, but I feel like everyone at some point tried to submit a paper with obnoxiously large font size. What? You said it had to be 3 pages. I don't understand. I did what you asked. We'd act so stupid as well, like we didn't know what we were doing. What? I just chose the most decorative font I could find and put it in yellow. What do you mean you can't read it? But all this is besides the point. It's about the games, man. Freaking games.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
And we knew just the place in 2008. addictinggames.com. All of us little preteens were just sucked into this website while our parents' finances were crumbling before their eyes during the housing bubble bursting.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
Mom, I don't care that our house is getting foreclosed on. I'm trying to make this guy run with just the QWOP keys on my keyboard. Holy heck, why can't I make this guy run like a normal person rather than a dang marionette? I don't remember this game being this hard. It's just a guy running after all. But I guess I lost the magic sauce. Maybe I'm not the gamer I once was. My past self would be so disappointed in me. I used to be able to make that man run like freaking Usain Bolt. I just can't do it anymore. My bones become too brittle with age. I'm washed up. I'm cooked. No one even looks at me anymore. For a game to be perfect in the computer lab, it needed to also be able to be played in the background. At any moment, you may need to cover it up with another window on your computer, and you don't want to be penalized for that. For that reason, multiplayer games were a no-go. Sorry, gamers. We don't want to have the equivalent to your mom trying to tell you to turn off the Xbox when you can't because it's a multiplayer game. You can't just pause the game, Mom. You're playing online. There's other people in this game too. One of the best Flash games that exemplifies this core aspect is Cookie Clicker. The objective of this game is to collect as many cookies as you can pile in your pockets. And as you get more cookies, you can purchase grandmas and factories and farms to make even more cookies for you. And then with those new cookies, you can buy even more grandmas, which will make more cookies for you. And then with those cookies, you can make more grandmas until you have an army of grandmas cooking millions of cookies for you, and they're kissing you on the cheek and giving you hugs. And not only is this a great way to wear out your mouse by constantly clicking, but this is also the perfect game to play during computer lab because you can leave it on in the background and you'll still progress through the game and collect cookies. There's no real objective to this game besides just collecting as many cookies as you can and slowly advancing your method of collecting cookies. But I remember as a kid when I got into this game, I would leave my computer on overnight and let it collect cookies, and my laptop would heat up so much overnight. Computer lab was where kings and queens were made. If you had a new game that no one had heard of, you'd be the talk of the town. You'd be more popular than the quarterback, especially in my school because we didn't have a football team. And you definitely didn't want to come to computer lab empty-handed without a game to show. That would be embarrassing. You'd be at the bottom of the food pyramid next to bread and pretzels and croissants. No one wants to be there. They want to be at the top with the sweets, the ice cream, the lollipops. I remember one of my friends in class showed me a game called Swords and Sandals.
Swords and sandals, 98 far.
A simple gladiator game where you get to customize your character and fight your opponent in the Colosseum. And as you fight more people, you get more protective armor and stronger swords and slingshots and bows and arrows. It's a fairly repetitive game. You go against opponent, you beat them, you get new attributes, you fight another opponent. But what sticks out in my memory the most was that there was a cheat in the game. If when building your character you would put a comma as your name and then hit randomize, it would give you an insane boost of attributes and completely break the game. You'd be 100 times stronger and faster than all of your opponents. And there's no better feeling than reaping the reward for work that you didn't do. It's truly silly how fun this game still is when you cheat and you can just one-shot every single person with a bow. And these aren't even real people you're going against. This is a single player game. We're going against bots here. Still though, my little monkey brain is going, more, more, more. Here comes the difficult part of the video. Inevitably, in Computer Lab, you will get caught playing games. No matter how much of a god gamer you are, someday, a teacher will turn that corner and see you playing a game. Before I go further, just know it happens to everyone, and don't blame yourself. This won't define you, and people won't remember you as the kid who got sent to detention for playing computer games. And the other kids in detention certainly won't make fun of you when everyone's going around saying what they're in for. Everyone's saying they skipped class, they got caught drinking or kissing, and then you say you got caught playing the world's hardest game. And that's not even the most embarrassing part. What's embarrassing is they ask you what level you were on, and you reluctantly say level 4. And that's not even a hard level. Like level 2 and 3 are harder than that. But don't worry, because they won't make fun of you for that. They certainly won't get the entire student body to chant, level 4 won't score, level 4 won't score, and then give you swirlies during lunch break. So don't even worry about getting caught playing games in class, because none of that will happen. Stop worrying. Don't worry. Why are you looking at me like that, huh? Do I have my little underwear pulled over my head from an atomic wedgie or something? Computer Lab aren't always fun in games. One time, my best friend and I skipped an afternoon of class because we thought we had the afternoon off, but we didn't, so they made us come in on a Saturday morning. And they just had us sit in front of the computers at the computer lab. They told us to do homework, but we had already done all of our homework, so we just had to sit there looking at the black screen. And my friend was feeling sick, and he threw up right next to me on the floor. And the supervisor didn't know what to do, so they just let my friend go home early, and I had to stay. Oh, so now anyone who blows chunks out of their mouth get to go home early? I can blow chunks out of my mouth. I'll do it right now. People are saying I won't, but I will. What is this video turned into? I was supposed to be talking about my love for Flash games and how they shaped my time in Computer Lab. Now I'm talking about blowing chunks out of my mouth? Let's just look at another computer game. Here we go. Just a guy shooting an apple off another guy's head. You see, the backstory of this game is actually the guy has an apple allergy, and his friend is shooting the apple off his head, saving his life. Oh my god, he killed him! He killed his friend! His allergy wasn't that bad. It just gave him a mild sore throat. And now look at him, look at what you did. In all seriousness, I think Apple Shooter was the first game that I experienced with gore in it. I remember playing this game with all my friends surrounding the computer, all of us giggling and laughing at this poor man with an apple allergy. There's so many great games that I played in Computer Lab, and it's impossible to cover all of them in this video. Just going back to websites like addictinggames.com and oneMoreLevel.com had a flush of memories rush back to me that I hadn't thought of in over a decade. Games like Freerider, Raft Wars, Max Dirt Bike, Fancy Pants Adventure, and so many more. What was so incredible at the time was that there was no massive studio or crazy marketing team pushing these games. They were just out there for anyone to play for free. And at the time, there wasn't this overwhelming amount of choice like there is now. So odds are someone would play your game if you made it. And if it was good, they would show their friends. That's exactly what happened. I mean, I didn't even touch on the first time I played Minecraft, which was in Computer Lab when we were supposed to be writing a paper, and my friend wanted to show me a game he had played the previous weekend. I don't know if kids play these games anymore. I don't talk to enough kids to know. Maybe I should talk to more. I talked to my nephew, but they're 3 and they've never used a computer. I hope you enjoyed this video, but if not, that's okay. There are plenty of other things to watch. There's other videos I made, but probably just watch something else if you didn't like this one. Until next time, bye bye!